Hi guys, my name is Yesenia, but you can call me Jess. So today I bring you guys a story time, and I'm gonna be doing these more often because your girl got a bunch of stories. So I'm gonna start off with 17 and pregnant and 18 and engaged. So if you guys are ready for that, let's swoop into it. Get ready. Up close and personal, just kidding. No, but so oh my gosh, where do I start? So we had met back in, we were friends on Facebook for very long time. And if you guys want a story time of that, about how we met and how we got into it, let me know. But gonna cut to the chase. So when I had first met him, I didn't think much of him, to be completely honest with you. I didn't really, he wasn't really like, I don't know, he didn't really catch my attention the first time. So we started talking back in July 28th, I believe. July 28th. Yeah, okay, and then we started dating September 6th. So our 2-year anniversary is gonna come up. September 6th of 2016. So with that being said, I don't know, when I had met him, to be completely honest, I saw my whole future flash through my eyes. I knew what I wanted with him, and I knew that in my heart, I knew he was the one that I was gonna stay with, and he's the one that I would want in my life forever, like, if that makes sense. And back then I was just like, you're young and dumb, you know, like I had that in my mind for so much years. Like I was like, girl, you're young and dumb, like no boy's gonna take you serious. But he did. But when I knew I was pregnant, like we were doing so good, to be honest. I was just like, this guy's a guy for me. This guy, I see me having kids, I see us having a big old bola, and like I see him in my life, like for a forever thing. And it was weird because any other guy I was with, I just, not to be a bitch, but I just played, to be honest. I was like, no little kid's gonna take me seriously, like. But for some reason, something switched up about him, and he made me happy in so many ways. He took me out of the person I was and made me a new one that I wanted to be, but I didn't have like the courage to be or to change. But he changed me in so many ways where I was like, you know what, like I see everything with them. Like he had changed me for the better. He had showed me a whole different life that I myself didn't even know I could live. I felt the love that I never felt before with this guy, and it gets me emotional because like he makes me really happy. And this guy makes me really happy, and so it makes me tear up because like he became my everything that I wanted in my life. And I knew I was like, he's gonna be everything to me. And he's just changed me in so many ways that I could forever thank him for. Like, I thank God every single day for letting him walk into my life, because like without him, I know I would have still been the person I was before, and I would have hated myself for it. And he took me out, and it makes me like, I'm so happy and blessed to have this guy in my life. I'm sorry. But when I found out I was pregnant, it was, I don't remember what day it was, but it wasn't because like a missed period. It wasn't because of a, it wasn't, I don't know, it was weird. Like I had a feeling inside me. When I found out I was pregnant, I didn't have any symptoms, to be honest. I wasn't nauseous, I wasn't lightheaded, I didn't have any symptoms of like, I didn't have a missed period, like me and myself, I just had a feeling in me where I was like, girl, like you're pregnant. Like, cause it was a weird thing about it was that I just had my period like right after, and I was still kind of cramping, but these cramps were like really, really intense cramps. They're like stinging pains, like a weird like cramps, but with the sting, like. And so I was like, you know what, this is so weird. Like I've never felt this in my life. Like, and we just, you know, a couple weeks ago, and it was kind of weird to me. I was like, that's really weird. And so at this time, like I was still at my mom's place and he was still here with his parents, and I had told him, I was like, we need to go for a pregnancy test. And he's like, what? And I was like, yeah, like I've been getting these weird cramps, and like I just passed my period, and it's weird because they hurt more than usual. Like they're not the cramps that I'm used to. And he was like, okay. And we went down the street because there's a Walmart down the street. And oh my gosh, so we did not know where the pregnancy tests were, and there's a pharmacy right by like where all the stuff is, and we literally went up and down the aisles like trying to find it, and we could not find it. And all of a sudden I was like, hey, like you should go ask the pharmacy people. And he's like, he was so like shy to go up and be like, hey, where are the pregnancy tests? But I told him, I was like, I'm not asking. I was like, I'm the one that might be pregnant. Like, you gotta ask. Like, you need to step up. And he's like, okay, I'll ask. Like, it's no problem. So then he went up to, like, the pharmacy people. And it was so funny. Like, he tried to, like, look all innocent and all that. And it was cute. And then, so he went for it. And I'm all looking around, like, trying not to be so suspicious. And I don't even know why I didn't even think in my head why I was doing that. I looked so stupid. But I was nervous to the max. Like, in my head, so much things were just, like, going around. So we buy the pregnancy test. We go home. We hide the bag because his parents were home. We come upstairs. He takes them out. We just got one pack that had two. So we got the first response. I don't know what it was. It was the ones that like clearly show it, like even early on through the pregnancy. And so one was like the line one, and then the other one was like a digital one, which told you pregnant and not pregnant. So then when that happened, I had took the line one the first time, and me not knowing how to use a pregnancy test. You're not, like, when you pee on it, you're not supposed to raise the little tip upward. And that's what I did. I was like, oh, maybe if I lift it up, it'll go through, like, faster. But you're not supposed to do that. And I fucked it up. So then, good thing we had two. This time, I read the instructions. And right away, it came out pregnant. So I put it back in the little, like, foil little thing that I took it out of. And I bring it upstairs because I did it downstairs so that his parents didn't know I was taking a pregnancy test. Because you can hear like the crackle and all that. And I'm sure they would have been like, hey, like, is she taking a pregnancy test? So then I come back upstairs. I bring the little thing in the bag and I give it to him. He's like, what does it say? Like, what does it say? Like, what is it? Are you pregnant? Like, and it wasn't like this saying where you're like, oh my gosh, like, are you pregnant? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, we weren't freaking out or anything, which was weird. And I was like, that's so weird that we're not like one of those people, you know? So he brings it out and it says pregnant, and he looks at me and he's like, you're pregnant? And I was like, yeah. He's like, it means you're pregnant? I was like, yeah, it's it's pregnant, it says pregnant. And then he got so happy, and he hugged me, and we hugged, and he's like, you need to tell your parents first. So, like, no, you're the guy, you need to tell your parents first. So it took us about a week to tell them, to be honest. I had told my mom first, even though he was supposed to tell his parents first. We were on, or I don't know who told who first, to be completely honest. But I had told my mom when we were out on a trip to Cali. We were on the beach in Los Angeles. And out in Los Angeles. And I had told her to sit down. Funniest thing, you know. When she sat down, the reason why I made her sit down was because, to be completely honest, I was like, she's not gonna get up fast enough. Like I could run before she could even hit me. You know what I mean? Or slap me, or like tell me off. I was like, I'm gonna make her sit down, so like if she tries hitting me or slapping me or like telling me off, I can run my ass that way. So I told her, I was like, go sit down, like sit down. And I kept laughing because I was like, I don't know how she's gonna react. Like with everything else, she's been reacting really badly. So then I was like, no, sit down, Mom, I need to tell you something. And she's like, you're gonna move out, huh? Like, you're about to be 18, you're gonna move out. I mean 17, you're about to move out, huh? You're gonna move out with the guy. And I was like, no, that's not it. And she's like, well, then what? And I was like, I'm pregnant. And she's like, oh my gosh, mija, like, I'm so excited for you, like, I'm so happy, like, and then she started crying, and then she's like, you know what, let's go eat, like, you're gonna be hungry, like, you're hungry, huh? And I was like, I am pretty hungry. And so she reacted really good, to be honest. She's like, oh, how did he take it? Like, how did you take it? Like, if you need any help, like, I got you. And she took it really good. But on the other hand, like, his parents kind of like gave us the little lecture. But I understand that to the fullest because, I mean, we do need our lecture. Like, it's a big thing. But they were completely happy with it too. From there, on Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving, I had moved in with him of 2016. Used to his side of the family, and they became family to me. And then, so in 2017, December of 2017, I think it was 2017. Or was it still 2016? Yeah, December of 20. No, okay, so it was December of 2016. It was a day before Christmas Eve. He had walked in, and I already gave him his present. He wanted a nitrous kit. I bought him a nitrous kit. So he first gave me a palette, a Morphe palette that I really wanted at the time. A Morphe palette, and then he got me a brush set. So then I had that, and then he walks up again. He's like, I have one more present to give you. I was like, I only bought you one thing. Like, why are you giving me so much presents? He walks out. He walks in with a box, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be a necklace. Like, you know, like every guy gives a girl a necklace, or if it's not a necklace, it's gonna be like one of those like rings with like a little crown. And so I was like, oh wow, like he's gonna give me one. So then he gets on his knees, like literally on his knees, and at the time the bed was like towards this way and the TV was this way, and so he gets us on his knees on the little corner, because I was sitting right here at the corner, and he goes, this is how he proposed to me. So he gets on his knees and he's like, are you sure you want to be with me for the rest of your life? I'm like, yes, like, I do, like, I really do, like, I love you. And it made me laugh too. It was like I didn't even know it was a proposal. And And he pulls out the ring, like, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it's this ring, for your information. Honestly, to me, this ring may not have, like, be the ring that every other girl gets for her proposal. And it may not have a diamond in it or anything, but this ring means the world to me. Like, I don't care if it doesn't have a diamond. I don't care if it doesn't look like every other ring that someone gives a girl for proposal. This ring means so much because at the time, like, well, I still till this day, I love flowers. Like, if you give me flowers, I save them. Like, I literally have a box of all the petals of the roses and flowers he has given me with a little picture of us. Like, I keep them all. And what made this special is because every single flower he gave me, he gave it with love. Like, he gave it with everything in his heart. So this means so much to me because it's like a flower that will never die. Like, it will always be there no matter what, like, there to support me. Like, I'm always gonna look at this ring and be like, I'm this ring. Like, I changed for the better, and I'm like, I'm gonna bloom to the max. And so he gave it to me, and I know in his heart he was just like, I'm gonna get you a better one, but no other ring's gonna compare to this ring because he gave it at the time with love. Like, he gave it to me with everything in his heart. And so, like, and I could tell because I didn't have my baby girl yet, and we went in such a fast pace, people can say, but like, the love he has given me in that little time made so much to me, and it still does. Like, everything he gives to me, or everything, like, it doesn't even have to be materialistic things. Like, I don't give a damn about material things. Like, I don't give a damn about money. I don't give a damn about, like, if we're broke tomorrow, I'll still have your back today. Like we're gonna get through anything and everything. Like, and so just the point that I love it, and I love the ring, and I wouldn't trade it for any other one. Even if it's the biggest diamond in the world, I wouldn't. Like, I'm happy with the ring that I have, and I'm gonna keep it forever. But from there, throughout my pregnancy, it was hard, honestly. I'm 5'1", and at the time I was like 105, probably less. I wouldn't doubt it. And I went all the way up to 170, 180. She was born, okay, so the 19th of July, I woke up. I remember everything, which is weird. Like, okay, so these were my cravings. My cravings were watermelon. Was one of the biggest thing I craved, and she does not like at all. I don't know why, but it had to be watermelon and anything that had chile in it. Like, if it was chili, I loved it. Like, I don't care how hot it was, I loved it. Like, chili was the main thing for me that I loved. And so so July 19th came. I was supposed to have her July 17th. At the time I was kind of like cramping, but they weren't like really hard. July 19th I woke up, and I was like, it was a weird day, to be honest. Like, I woke up and I was like, today's different. Like, today's a different day, which is really weird. Like, it didn't feel like any other day. I was like, today I'm gonna have my baby. Like, swear to everything, I was like, today I'm gonna have her. Like, today's gonna start up. Like, I'm gonna have her soon. Like, really, really soon. And then, like, an hour later, I started cramping bad. And so I'm like, because we got a rocking chair for her baby shower. thanks to her godparents. But I was rocking, and I was like trying my best to like do the cramps. Like, tried walking up and down the stairs. I tried taking a bath, and I was like, nothing's going away. Like, it's not going away. So I told her grandma, my boyfriend's mom. I told her, I was like, I'm cramping really bad, and like they're just getting worse. And she's like, well, I think you're in labor. And she's like, try to walk, keep walking. And I couldn't, like, I could not handle it. I was like, no, like, I need to go now. Like, I'm not feeling good. Like, I need to go now. And so we got to the hospital, and she's like, you're 1 centimeter. Like, it's like your stretching isn't stretching like enough. Like, it's like you still need a lot to go. Like, I'll admit you at 5 centimeters. I was like, hell no, I can barely handle 1. But being small, like, it hurt really bad, you know? And me having an 8-pound baby, imagine that. So when she had told me that, I had to walk around the hospital, and she walked with me. And at the time he was at work, so I had told him, I was like, no, stay at work. Like, I still have a lot to go, and I don't want you to just like be walking up and down when we could be getting money, you know? And so he stayed at work, and then I went around 8. I walked around till 11, 12 for hours, honestly. And it felt like hours, like days. And so at the point, I couldn't handle it anymore, and I was like, I need to go back up. Like, they need to give me something. Like, I can't do it anymore. Like, and I tried eating because I was so hungry, and I was like, I couldn't eat. Like, I was hungry, but I couldn't eat. Like, it was like the pain was so bad. So we go back up, and she's like, okay, well, you dilated a whole 4. She's like, but I have to wait more. And I was like, oh no, like, I can't do it. Like, I can't. And I started crying. I was like, I can't do it. And she's like, okay, like, we'll meet you now. Like, we understand. She's like, smaller, like, petite girls like you, like, it's kind of harder, you know? And she's like, saying that you have a really big baby, because my belly was literally like dropped already. It had been dropped for, I'll say, like 2 months before I even had my due date. Like, so she admitted me, and I stayed in bed. And then she's like, well, do you want anything for the pain? And she's like, this other drug, I guess, that helps, that keeps your mind off of it. And that thing got me so dizzy, I felt like I was drunk, to be honest. But it did keep my mind off a bit. And so at that time, her mom, or her dad came, my fiance, hubby. And so he walks in, he's like, are you okay? Like, how you feeling? And like, I'm okay, like, I'm good. Like, I'm trying, like, it hurts. And then I started dilating more and more, and I got my epidural. But the thing about my epidural, it only worked on half of my body. But I'm not even gonna go into that anyways. Okay, so then, like, the next day, it was like a whole day and night. And she was born at 9:40, July 20th. She was 8 pounds, 21 inches, 21 or 22 inches. She's a really chunky baby, and I'm so happy for her. She was really, really chunky, like chunky. But I mean, that day changed everything in my life. That day will forever be the best day of my life, to be honest. And I wouldn't trade her for the world, the universe. Like, I wouldn't trade her for nothing. But yeah, that's my story time. If you guys want like a labor delivery story time, or how I met my hubby story time, let me know down below. But don't forget like, comment, and subscribe. It'll be appreciated. And if you already did, thank you guys so much, and continue watching. I'm sorry I'm kind of late on the videos. I'm trying to get back into it, but yeah, I hope you guys liked my story time, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.